Now look here, Missy. I'm not letting you go outside.
Look at all that leg. Look at all that leg and collarbone, dude. Alright, Nico. This is a fun story. You want to hear about the literal implosion that happened on the Funhouse Discord?
Sure. What was going down, Tanner?
What was great is I was there for the entire thing. Alright, so...
Just lurking in the shadows.
I guess I'll give some context for the viewers at home. Funhouse is a gaming YouTube channel, much like us, except popular.
Yes.
They're a subsidiary of Rooster Teeth, which makes them a sister channel to Achievement Hunter.
Yeah.
Now, about 5 years ago, on the first episode of Off Topic, Achievement Hunter had a joke where they compared the Funhouse logo to the swastika.
Yes.
By putting a swastika in the Funhouse colors of orange and black.
It was a big funny.
Now, the Funhouse Discord was around back then, and so they thought that was funny, and so they made the black and orange swastika and emotes on the server. Yeah, and like they didn't use that logo only once in Achievement Hunter. I guess it's been reoccurring in theater mode, which is far more recent as well.
Yeah. It's been going on for a couple years.
That's the origin of that. And so what would happen on the Funhouse Discord is every once in a while a new person would join the server, and they'd look through the emote list and they'd be like, "Whoa, what's up with the swastika symbol, guys?" And usually what happens is they'd be like, "Oh, here's the context, blah blah blah, Achievement Hunter, just a joke, whatever," and then that'd be the end of it.
Yeah.
Usually that'd be the end of it. Like, either it's people being like, "Oh, okay," or people continue to be shitheads and then get banned, which is always funny. That didn't happen this time.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
Newbie joins, calls it out. Other newbies on the server also start saying things. And then this is the critical error. The server owner gets mad about having to do this constantly, so makes a server rule that says if you discuss, I can't remember if the wording was discuss or criticize, but was one of those, any of the custom emotes, it's an auto ban.
Okay.
This was a bad move. People keep saying things, it's ramping up, people are getting banned left and right. Someone then tweets at James Williams of Funhouse about this community Discord. James says he's never heard of the Discord. I doubt that's true.
Yeah, I highly doubt it.
It is an unofficial one, and the only member of Funhouse that's ever been seen on it is Omar, which is one of their editors. Huh? But, yeah. And so it's getting attention on Twitter. People are then joining from Twitter just to jump in, and immediately are jumping to calling everyone on the server racists,
of course,
and Nazis, and then doing stuff like that. And then James himself jumps into the Discord. He leaves a message like, "I don't know what this about, not cool, don't associate this with us, blah blah blah." Server owner, immediate reaction, doubt this isn't him. Some of us other members look at what's happening on Twitter and we're like, yeah, this is definitely him. Because he even says, I'm going to go leave a message or whatever.
Yeah.
Some stupid stuff that happens. Server owner posts a picture that they took with James and Elise at like an RTX or something.
Ah, yes.
They're getting clowned on the subreddit for that move. Yeah, it keeps ramping up. Newbies keep joining. They're brigading all of the text chats, being like, Nazis, blah, 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 blah. All kinds of nonsense. Longtime members are arguing with them, being like, y'all are idiots. You never been here before. Whatever.
Yeah.
Some moderators start leaving. Others are starting to shut down all of the chat channels so that you can't post anymore.
Excellent.
The thing goes down for a bit, and then what happens is, I'm guessing that in like the private moderator chat, they probably had a pretty fiery discussion on this one, and they finally decided to just get rid of the emotes. and then things have relatively turned back tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, what? Tomorrow to normal. I think right now they have it so that you have to have a Discord account for a certain amount of time to be able to post.
Okay.
Just to keep people from the tweets or the subreddit from just joining and brigading. And then you have you do still have the odd person showing up and be like, and it's like it's already been dealt with. But yeah, that was wild to watch, I gotta say. I think the only permanent repercussions are that this subreddit is no longer linked on the site, or this Discord is no longer linked on the sidebar of the Funhouse subreddit.
Okay. Well, that's a darn shame, Tanner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, crazy stuff, man.
You've lost your home.
There's some screenshots got posted on Twitter of stuff I said.
Oh yeah? What did you say?
Well, it wasn't specifically because of me. It was things that people were saying around me, and I happened to be in the middle of the messages. Except for one, where the last time some newbie jumped in and brought up the thing, I made a joke calling it the Fun Sticka.
Yeah. And
then apparently after I made that joke, the moderators actually changed the name of the emote to the Fun Sticka. So now I'm part of the problem,
there you
I
go,
guess.
Tanner.
Yeah, that got posted on Twitter. Cool on them, I guess, for blanking out my name. But they were like, yeah, apparently they call it the Fun Sticka. I'm like, we weren't calling it that until, I guess, recently. I didn't know we had renamed it to that. And now I feel semi-responsible, but...
You've had such a massive impact on it, Tanner.
Yeah.
This is all your fault.
It's all my fault.
You're the one who made the joke about it being a swastika in the first place.
I did.
Jeff got it from you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a stupid situation all around. Because, like... If it's not acceptable for us to use it, it's definitely not acceptable for friggin' Achievement Hunter to use it either.
But they're the haha funny guys. Tanner.
Yeah, they're the haha funny. They're so much better than us, dude. They're the lords on high. You know, they're the arbiters of comedy.
To be fair, though, Tanner.
Although I will say I was on the side of just get rid of it. It's not worth it.
Okay.
It's not funny. It literally never got used outside of a new person joining the channel and calling it out. That was literally the only time it ever got brought up or anything.
He likes snacks, doesn't he?
Probably. He likes eating.
There we go.
I don't know about snacks. I feel like he eats full meals typically, but yeah. Yeah. You ever had something crazy like that happen to you?
Absolutely not, dude.
Yeah.
I don't converse with enough people for something like that to be brought up.
Yeah.
I'm not in the middle of a Twitter mob at all.
Alright. What time are we at on this episode?
7 minutes.
Alright. This one feels kind of adjacent. This is a disturbing trend I've been noticing among the American left, which is like attacking the very concept of a devil's advocate. Have you seen this?
That's not good, Tanner. I'm a devil's advocate.
Me too.
I constantly play that role.
Yeah. Well, yeah, what I see is like people being like, oh, like having some discussion about something and then someone bringing up a point to try and disprove it and whatever, and then them launching personal attacks against that person instead of attacking the argument, and then the person being like, hey, I don't actually think this, I'm just playing devil's advocate, and then them going even harder on them. And
well, how dare you play devil's advocate?
Yeah, how dare you, like, and
even
I saw some meme posted and it was like, I play devil's advocate because I don't have enough empathy to understand that some problems are serious to people or something like that, which is just absolute nonsense. And I've seen this same kind of thing on Twitter where people on both sides, for this one to be fair, attacking people for arguing in bad faith. Here's the thing.
Still don't fully understand what bad faith means.
Bad faith means you don't believe the thing you're saying.
Okay.
And here's the thing about that. If you're having an argument or a debate, your faith in the argument does not matter.
Yeah, it's just the merits of the argument itself.
Yeah, like let's say hypothetically, I believed that 2 + 2 = 5. Like that, like in the core of my being, that's what I believed.
Does it not?
if I were to, I could play devil's advocate against someone else that believed that and say that 2 + 2 = 4. Just because I don't believe 2 + 2 = 4 doesn't mean it's now not true. And you don't have to argue against it anymore.
Tanner, are you saying that 2 + 2 does not equal 5?
No, it equals 4, buddy. Like here, watch this. So, like, if I have 2 fingers on this hand and 2 fingers on this hand, or even if I switch them, so that makes more sense. Cause I got my index in my middle, and then my ring and my pinky.
Yeah.
So if I put 2 more over here, so if I take away index and then middle and middle, I now got 4 over here.
That explains all my math scores, Tanner. It's all starting to add up.
Anyway, you got any thoughts on that?
Any thoughts?
Yeah, it's friggin' stupid. It's like, and the point of a devil's advocate is not to weaken your argument. Like, someone like a devil's advocate mean you're arguing against someone who believes the same thing you do. What you're trying to do is strengthen their argument to make them better at arguing, you know?
Tanner, people don't like discourse. This is no good. Any discourse whatsoever.
It's friggin' ridiculous, man. I was truly blown aback when I saw that.
Wait,
it's as if some people think that if you can bring up any argument at all against something, that immediately invalidates the entire belief without any discussion.
I mean, isn't that how it works, Tanner?
Yeah, that's true, you know? Only 100% foolproof arguments are allowed here, right?
It's gotta be airtight, man.
Yeah.
100% airtight. Otherwise,
you want to hear any of these other ones here?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I don't know. Which one of these do you want? I'm gonna say don't do the top one. Let's do one of these other 3. These 2 are interesting because it's very much my opinion about things possibly being open to change.
Well, shoot, actually, Tanner.
Yeah. You made all the other ones 13 minutes.
I did actually start this one a little late, though. I forgot to press the record button. So I think we are actually...
Oh, well, I guess we'll save these ones for next time. You keep avoiding my very political ones, eh?
Don't worry, Tanner. We're going to spread that one over into Astral Chain.
No. I'm the one playing Astral Chain, which means Astral Chain is the time for talkies, not talkabouts.
What?
Yeah.
What?
I think this is a good system. You play Fire Emblem, I do talkabouts. I play Astral Chain, you do talkies.
Quite possibly. But we'll have to see about that one, Tanner. We'll have to see about that.
When will we see it?
In the next episode. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.